Hey guys, you're watching That Tattoo Chick. I accidentally hit the record button, so it kind of caught me off guard. Anyway, sorry I haven't posted in a couple of days. I actually want to share this with you guys. I thought it was like super cool. I'm really excited to see where it goes from here. But I haven't posted in a couple of days because I did my first article for the local newspaper as a freelance journalist. So I'm kind of doing that on the side of tattooing. I'm still tattooing. Tattooing's really what I want to do. But I thought this might be a little bit fun to do on the side or whatever. So I did my first article for the local newspaper as a freelance journalist, and the editor absolutely loved it. And it's a weekly newspaper. It's not like a daily newspaper or anything like that, but which actually makes it a little bit easier on me. But he was so excited about it. He actually used the word stoked. He said I was stoked about it. So I'm like, that's kind of cool. So I'm kind of excited. The paper is supposed to come out Wednesday. So I'll see, I get to see my first published newspaper article. So I'm kind of excited about that. It's kind of cool. Anyway, so now that I'm done, sharing my excitement over that, it was over a mountain board tournament, by the way. For those of you who don't know anything about mountain boarding, go and check it out. I actually got to interview one of the inventors of mountain boarding, and his name is Jason Lee. Really nice guy. Everybody there is super nice. So if you guys don't know anything about mountain boarding, look it up. It's actually a pretty cool sport. For those of you who like skateboard or snowboard or surf or anything like that, this is an all-terrain sport. It's really cool. It's really cool. I'm not going to try it because I'm really, really artsy and I'm not very athletic at all. And so if I were to try it, I'm pretty sure that I would break something. So it's not really my thing, but for those of you who are really into sports and stuff like that, definitely check it out. It's really neat. So anyway, done with that. What I actually wanted to talk about today was Deosil and Widdershins. Now, Deosil can be pronounced many different ways. There's not really a set pronunciation. I pronounce it Deosil, but it can be pronounced Deosil or Deosil. Any way is correct. Basically, it means clockwise, whereas Widdershins means counterclockwise. Clockwise, Deosil, it goes with the sun, and Widdershins, or counterclockwise, goes against the sun. So the kinds of magic and the kind of energies that you're utilizing whenever you're moving in a clockwise motion is bringing in abundance. It's very projective, and it's increase and that kind of thing. Whereas Widdershins is going against the sun. It's very decreasing. It's very introspective, diminishing, banishing, that kind of energy is what you're using whenever you go counterclockwise. So, I know that some covens only move clockwise in circle. And that's perfectly okay. If that's your practice, that's your practice. There's nothing wrong with it. And then some circles will only go counterclockwise in certain circumstances. Once again, understandable. And then there are some covens and some groups that will actually use their besom. For those of you who don't know what a besom is, it's a ritual broom to cleanse, walking in a counterclockwise or Widdershins motion to banish negativity, and then we'll go again walking in a spiral in a clockwise motion or Deosil to kind of bless the area. So they go counterclockwise to banish negativity, and then clockwise to bring good energy in. So I thought that was cool. I've actually done that a couple times. It's very nice. It works. So, with that being said, you really need to take into consideration whenever you are doing a ritual or spellcraft, which direction you're going in. Are you going to be seeking out abundance and trying to project things out into the universe? Like if you're doing spellcraft for prosperity, you would move in a Deosil motion. If you were doing spellcraft to kind of banish something out of your life, like if you're trying to banish obstacles, you'd move in a Widdershins motion. And this actually can be used in the most simple, everyday rituals of your life. For example, I drink my coffee with a lot of cream and a lot of sugar. It's kind of like I want coffee with my cream and sugar. I mean, that's how much cream and sugar I put in it. So that's irrelevant. I just want to share that. I'm kind of all over the place today. I'm sorry, guys. But anyway, so whenever I'm stirring my coffee, I will stir in a Deosil motion, to kind of bring in the day and bring in positivity and, all that stuff. Now you can move in a counterclockwise motion to banish negativity or whatever like that, but I like to do it in a clockwise motion. That's just me. But just, being aware of little bitty rituals like that every day, using motion and movement and which direction you're moving in can really, it can have an effect on your day. And it may be small, but it will have an effect. So, when you're blessing, something and you're doing each one of the elements, moving clockwise through the elements, I know of some groups that move Widdershins during the new moon, and then clockwise during, or Deosil during the full moon, and then I know of some groups that only move Widdershins during the dark moon. For those of you who don't know what the dark moon is, it's actually the night after the new moon, and that's supposed to be, that's actually supposed to be done for like really brutal shadow work, from what I've come to understand. And somebody, you guys can correct me on that if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the dark moon. I know some people use new moon and dark moon as the same, and that's okay too. But the way that I was taught, you have new moon, and then you have dark moon, which is right after the new moon, and you reserve dark moon for doing shadow rituals, like rituals that involve introspection and, facing yourself, basically. So, just cool little tidbits, my thoughts on Deosil and Widdershins. There are many different ways, little creative ways that you can use Deosil and Widdershins in little rituals like that throughout your day. Really it just takes being mindful, and what you want to do. So, I just wanted to share that really quick for, I know it's kind of like a basic thing, talking about Deosil and Widdershins. But like I said, there are many different little creative ways that you can incorporate Deosil and Widdershins into everyday life, and it doesn't have to be a big elaborate ritual. You don't have to walk like 3 times Deosil and spit over your shoulder or whatever. Like, it's just small little rituals you can do using, with the sun and against the sun magic, depending on what you want to do for that day. And just doing it daily, and it really does help. It improves, I feel that it improves my day. So, just wanted to share that with you, and sorry about how spacey I am today and rambling. This is kind of like one of those days. I'm so worn out from like the past 2 days chasing mountain borders around and trying to get interviews, and it's been wild. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Merry meet, merry part until we merry meet again. Blessed be.